also go for individual pickups in the...
And I think semifinals would actually be a huge thing already for them. But again, is this going to be the day, or is this going to be the weekend that Billy gets his trophy? We'll have to find out as we head into the map for Execration versus Bren Esports Game 3.
This is a very, very exotic lineup that Execration has. We don't see this as much. We don't see Lancelot and Hellkit together. We didn't see them together since Season 2. So this just speaks a lot in terms of Execration's understanding the game, because Benny Cutie his primary purpose here is to one, go ahead and silence Carmilla, or Lassie for that matter, or Angela, or anybody on the side of Bren Esports. Speaking of Bren Esports, a bit of an invade on their side. Execration taking it a bit slowly here. They're not going to be giving away any free kills. As I say that, though, Benny Cutie is going to be taken down, even though Hate finally secures the buff earlier on, and I think he is going to go for a fight. He has the Thorn Rose available, making sure that he takes down Carl Teasy first. Makes it a 1-for-1 trade. Makes it that much better for Execration.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like Execration this time around might be, it looks straightforward, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be given as easy by Bren. Because despite having a fully supportive lineup, right, they are still pretty, they still do some damage on their own right, especially Carmilla, used by Coco, and Few on the Kaja. You know, Kaja, we always know him for Divine Judgment, but we also know Ring of Order is a pretty good skill early on.
It is. It dishes out a lot of damage, especially in the early game. And
well, isn't going to be as destructive in the later parts of the game. It all depends on how they do the early, which is they're doing pretty well here on the top side. You gotta say.
Execration is out-rotating Bren Esports. I just gotta say, just like what you said, Execration is going back to the signature Bren Esports play, where they're rotating and catching off people off guard and then converting objectives. What Bren Esports is known as. Nice Abyssal Arrow connection. They're onto View. Wild Charge as well in order to secure the kill onto View. And Rebo is going to be the next target here by Zapno, and Hate getting walled off here. They are going to be disengaging.
All right, this is what we were talking about earlier, right? This is exactly what they need to do. They need to go on a different target other than the Ling. Try stopping too hard, or stop trying too hard onto shutting down the Ling, and maybe you can get some gold from the other members of Bren, because geez, so many supporting characters here on the side of Bren Esports. You can just choose. You know, whoever gets left out is probably going to be the next big target. For Execration. Look, oh my god, Benny Cutie does a pretty decent damage, and again, still not enough to go through an Atlas. So now the target is going to be the buffs here for Execration.
This is just not looking good for Execration, because they are scattered all across here. Nice initiate there by Zapnu, and the wild charge by Chaknu as well, but Bren Esports is going to be coming out on top of that, making it a 2-for-2 trade, minimalizing their losses here. It's not even the crucial playmakers here for Execration that got picked off. It's only Zapnu and Benny Cutie. Hate still managed to survive that, and I feel like if they can shut down Hate, Bren Esports might be able to bounce back and turn the tables here.
So the levels of Hate compared to the levels of Carl Teasy, just look and wonder what is happening. Right, so level 8 versus level 5 on the hitters. I don't see him fighting anytime soon, my friend. This is gonna take a long time before he can take a fight, straight up.
Yes, as long as Benny Cutie secures his Blade of Despair. I mean, as soon as he secures his Blade of Despair, it's going to be almost game over for Bren Esports, because just the amount of burst from the Singers of Hellkirk would be detrimental to any member of Bren Esports.
Trying to see if they can do something here in mid part. Once more, Execration is on the pressure for this map, this middle lane. I feel like I'm watching a slow motion of Carl Teasy just hunting down items all around the map, and the rest of the team just, you know, putting out fires. You can almost imagine the fires happening left and right here for Bren Esports, right? And I don't know how long they can keep doing this.
Carl Teasy forced to use Tempest of Blades in order for him to move around the map, and he will not be catching anybody there. Bottom lane turret is going to be pushed out.
Yeah, easy push there from Execration. At the same time, they're also pressuring a lot here on the view. Could be taken out there, and that will be another kill for Execration. Oh my god! Bren fans, what is up? Are you guys, this is starting to look really, really one-sided here really quickly.
It is. Lassie is going to be the next one to be caught here. Forced to separate from his body in order to move out of a potential death. But as I say that, Execration making sure that they control the map. Chaknu not Chaknu, Zapnu I mean, is going to be pushing over the top side. Chaknu will be there to support him. I haven't seen a good Angela ult in this game yet.
They were all being called by Carl Tizzy. Every time Carl Tizzy goes for ultimate, he just goes straight into Reba always goes straight into the lane, right? So that's all that's been happening. Nothing really impactful. And because of that, of course, Execration will be taking a lane to turret. Coco in danger once more. What can they do here? Man, the plans are falling apart really quickly. Wild charge out of there. Drock will still go down to the lane, but again, the firepower here of Carl Tizzy is fading very, very quickly. Still has a hard guard from the Angela. Now it's going to be Execration on the push on mid lane with only Rebo and Carl Tizzy left on the map.
If you're looking at the graph at the bottom side of your screen, the total damage dealt, everything is quite equal for Execration and Bren Esports. They're kind of lacking on that department, and Chaknu has been a piece on that rock, just sustaining as much damage as he can from the rest of the Bren Esports lineup. And I feel like Chaknu should be banned altogether if Bren Esports or if any of the teams want to win this.
What is this? What's Chaknu doing so good on the rock, right? I feel like he's been carrying, and his tempo, his shot calling, or if he's the one even calling the shots here, been so on point. Every time he's on the map, there's always something happening that's always giving Bren such a big headache, right? That's been happening over and over again. That's happening right now. He's just on the hunt for
standing up.
Just there. He's just, hello, what's up?
He doesn't care about the damage output that Bren Esports is giving him. They barely tickle him.
Wow, Chaknu's Grok is absolutely beautiful here on this game. Now, with a 7,000 gold lead here, Execration can actually do pretty much anything they want in any location. I feel like that's all we're waiting for. Execration looks like they're playing with their food right now. No, man.
They are. I think they're waiting for an opportunity for the turtle to spawn in order for Hate to get that additional damage output. If it's not going to be the turtle, they might be playing for the Lord just to ensure a lane being pushed out. They get Chaknu, and finally Chaknu's going to get taken out in this fight. One of the wisest calls to go for it now. Execration will not be forcing out any big fights unless Etomax and Hank follows up with that Abyssal Arrow and the Thorn Rose.
Yeah, I love that Execration just answers straight up, right? Like, no team fight, why don't I hit my arrow into few, and let's get one really quickly here. Stopping Bren Esports from going outside the map once more, right after they took Chaknu. So Bren Esports, they are slowly running out of fuel, I feel like. And what they're trying to do here is to just turtle until the maybe 20 to 15 minutes until Carl Tizzy can actually do a bit of damage with Coco just on the sides, seeing if he can do like a bouncer kind of deal right now. Everyone's so scared when Chaknu just charged the power of nature. Everyone just jumped straight into Carl Tizzy. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
That's funny to
The
watch.
damage now from Chaknu is also something to fear if you're Bren Esports, because one swing from the power of nature, almost half of the roster of Bren Esports will be down to half HP, and they don't want that if they have a Hate, a Benny Cutie that's lurking in the brushes.
Yeah, absolutely. Every brush is a danger brush right now for Bren Esports. Now Hate going out there stealing another buff. Removing a buff from a lane is actually a bit more impactful than we give it credit for, because the movement is so big. That red buff also, an orange buff, Soul of Lava. Just one of the tools the Carl Tizzy needs to actually do damage as well.
This is how exactly a top team plays Mobile Legends. They deprive their opponents any resources to come back into the game, and this just allows Carl Tevye to. This just makes Carl Tevye sit down and be with his team instead of him lurking all across the map and try to look for easy kills. But while that's happening, Lord is pushing over the mid lane while the top side and the bottom lane's being pushed all at the same time from Execration, and they want to end this. Top lane Church is still standing up, and this is not a good fight for Execration. Zapnu's gonna get taken off. It is a 4v5. Nice wild charge there by Chakno. Allows Hay to jump in with the Thorn Rose, but the HPs are incredibly low, and they are finally gonna get wiped out for the first time. Bren Esports is gonna start the push.
Is that it? You see the amount of damage output Carl Tevye was able to give with just one team fight. The moment they were compressed and Carl Tevye was alive, everyone just fell apart. Not to mention the Curse of Blood being thrown by Coco there in that team fight. Oh my god. Wow. Item spike, my friend. Item spike. That is absolutely the word we're looking for.
Yeah, he finally has the endless battle, has the Raptor machine. And he's gonna start to be a problem here for Execration, and I don't think it's gonna be easy to shut down Ling if you're Execration. I mean, to catch him off guard. If anything, what Execration needs to do is, if they're gonna go for a team fight, make sure that they are not grouped up together, just like what you mentioned in the mid lane, because that is when the Tempest of Blades would be very effective, catching a lot of people off guard, catching a lot of people in that ultimate. I mean,
yeah, Defiant Sword already does a huge amount of damage. Don't be deceived by the amount of lead that Execration has. Carl Tevye can still pack a punch. It's just that everyone else on Bren might be a bit too squishy to take the team fight. But I think by now, Execration might have learned their lesson. Never bundle up like that ever again for the remainder of this fight.
If anything, Execration should just start split pushing and apply a lot of pressure on the side of Bren Esports so that they wouldn't know which front they would fight in. Is it going to be their base they're gonna fight? Is it under the Lord pit? I don't know. What does Execration want to happen here? They need to take the momentum.
You gotta take it. You know, you gotta take. That is what we got here. Anyway, momentum is definitely gonna be a bit fickle here in this team fight, considering Bren Esports have shown they're capable. You know, give them the opportunity, give them a small opening. They will be very capable to take a team fight and shove it in your feet, just like a cake. You know?
Shove it hard down their faces, and that, I think, is what Bren Esports would do if they get the opportunity. Now, Few has on that Kaja has been decent in terms of catching the members here for Execration. If anything, he needs to catch Hate. That's his primary target. Suppress
Lord,
cannot be purified, and he
soon.
does not have any purified there, so there's no way at all for him to escape that. Unless he goes for the Thorn Rose.
Which we might see later on, but now it's another big one here for Execration rather, going for the engage around this area. Hard guard is going down already on Carl Tevye, but the shields are already a bit low. Now they go for chase onto Zapdo. He will be taken out. Monster kill for Carl Tevye. Can they get more? Oh, look at that. They still have Tempest of Blades. They can still go and do a lot of damage. They lock in E2 max. Where is the output here? Where is Hate? He is watching while versus team gets demolished here by Carl Tevye. Godlike on the lane. Can he take more? Immortality will be popped, and he will be formed rosing on out of there. Onto the backside. Where are you going? You sit down.
And that is not what Execration wants. Now, they had a good idea to go in for a big team fight, but in my opinion, as soon as they took down Few and recognized that they're not able to dish out a lot of damage to actually shut down Carl Tevye, they should be backing off. And they didn't back off. They instead overstayed their welcome there on the jungle, which just allowed Carl Tevye to just wreak havoc and pop his Tempest of Blaze at the right time. There goes the Divine Judgment onto Zapnu. Zapnu is going to be the distraction here in order for Execration to try to secure the Lord. I feel like that is the case.
Yeah. Actually, they just need to go for the Lord, but they suddenly abandoned mission. We gotta get out of here. They took down Zapnu, and the reset will be happening happening. Coco on the backside is super tanky on the Carmilla. Wow, look at that. And now even Benny Cutie is running for the hills. And now Bren Esports could actually take this Lord.
One good steal is what Execration needs because they don't want the Lord marching down their side of the field.
Absolutely. So right now, it's going to be Bren watching. They're the ones on the bait right now, Nomad. They're the ones who want Execration to do something.
And this is what Carl TZ has to be. This is what he wants to do, I mean. At the start of the game, he wants to pick off people left and right. And he's slowly hitting his item spike. He's slowly becoming a problem. Did not spot out hate, though.
Yep, absolutely. That would have been a bit scary. And now they're waiting. It's a chess game, Nomad. It's no longer ML. It's a chess game. They're waiting for each other to make a crucial mistake around the Lord area. Who will be greedy enough, though, to start this without the flow of the minions on the top and the mid lane to be in the proper position? I think both of them are acting a little bit more disciplined now that they have gauged the power levels of each other.
And here's the thing, though. If Bren Esports decides to take the Lord, we got Zapnu on the top side to start pushing in. I think he's waiting for somebody to get caught there. I think that is going to be Carmilla.
Will he be, though? That's a question. I mean, Carmilla's super tanky. I don't think he can take him one by one. And they're probably just going to slap each other unlimited, non-stop. Like, I think
two walls slapping each other left and right.
Yeah, two statues, right? They're just not going to go down anytime soon. So, the Lord will be abandoned. I think Bren is just buying time for Carl TZ to actually get those items locked in. And I think he is. I think he's already locked in. One more item. Hate is already waiting for him. They want to get that duel on. And I don't know, man. They got left there a little bit.
I'm seeing a Scarlet Phantom on Elkert, though. His critical strikes are gonna hurt, especially the stingers. But if he's gonna be effective in the fight, that's what I need to find out first. Because Bren Esports, they're finally grouping up together so that Execration won't be diving in on them.
Yep. Don't get us wrong, Execution's still pretty strong, but right now Carl TZ is getting enough time. He is actually taking out targets so easily now with the help of few as well on that bottom lane, and now it could be quite the push that they need. However, Execration, they're not fighting in team fights, they're fighting in
Oh no, this is what I hate. This is not good. Hate's gonna go down, he misses his dash. And it's... Carmilla Bow once again, Zapnu is going to be pushing here on the mid lane. It's just going to be Carmilla there. Brock is also there to back him up as well as Benny Cutie. Stops the push from Bren Esports. They're going to be disengaging. They need to catch Carl TZ here and stop him from dishing out damage.
So many big mistakes here for Execration, one after another. And now I think they might be in another one for their head. Zapnu very low already on that Uranus, gonna get chased down by few. As you can see, the bouncers of Bren are kind of tanky as well right now. So you cannot just do anything you want on the map at this point. Carl TZ, I feel like now he got some of that confidence back here.
Yeah, he got a very big confidence boost. He's currently standing at 11-1-6, and you know that's a pretty fed ling, all things considered.
Yeah, despite the very shaky, the very rocky early game, I think that was the best case scenario to shut down the Ling, right? You remember at one point, Hate was level 8, Carl TZ was level 5. That's how far ahead Execration was. I mean, at the mid-game. But now they're the ones catching a Hellcurt. No Dark Knight Falls available. That might be big, Nomad.
That might be big indeed, and they're gonna just start pushing the bottom lane, and Bren Esports will just be reacting to what Execration does because they know that Execration can't do anything at this point in the game. Carmilla's going to be pushing over the top side. Brock and Hate going to try to push in on the bottom side of the map as well, but Antidote's going to be there to stop the push from happening. This extended duel from Few and Zapnu is, you know...
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to result in anything. Zapnu's going to take anyone he can at this point. And, Winter Trenchant? Okay.
Survive MEA, Zapnu secures another kill.
Okay.
Hate goes down.
Oh boy, the bigger part of that was Hate. Who is gonna defend? Who is gonna stop the Lord now? That's gonna be the big question. The smackdown from Lasty on to E2 Max here, gonna be able to take him out with the help of the Ling there. Legendary on Carl TZ, shutting down everyone on Execration. The chase is not done. Time to place goes down for the chase with the Divine Sword. Pinch Boys could also do it. And Dark Knight Falls will be able to at least knock Carl TZ back.
But look at the map though. Taknu is just cutting the lanes left and right on the mid lane and the bottom lane. If only there was a big minion wave pushing in, that could have been bad for Bren Esports. That would have been enough for Benny Cutie and Zapping to stop them from backing off. But wow, Chaknu just recognizing how to pressure Bren Esports here.
What is Chaknu doing, right? That is so smart. Like, this is not what you would normally see a Grok do. Right? Normally, you would see Grok just go with the teammates, go with the squishiest member, then protect. Taknu, what's he doing? He's controlling the waves. He's controlling the minion waves, stopping Bren Esports from moving into the mid and to the bottom. Top lane is going to be Zapnu's lineup, Zapnu's lane, right, altogether. But Chaknu, he's controlling everything else.
He's also doing a good job just going in for the Guardian's Barrier to stop, to at least delay the minion wave from pushing in towards the bottom side. While that's happening, Uranus, Zapno on the top side will be cutting the minion waves once again. Itomax and Chaknu, they have to defend this bottom lane turret.
Yep, and I think that should be easy with the amount of AoE damage that they do have. However, though, they're not ready for a team fight if ever Bren wants to go for it. That is what I'm worrying about here for Execration. They are able to defend, but how are they going to respond if Bren suddenly decides, let's go all in, right? So, Execration, they need to be so careful.
Yeah, speaking of being careful, Zapnu is not being careful with his positioning because he's been standing there on the top side of the map for at least the past 7 minutes. They are going to go for the Lord here. It's going to be crucial if it is going to be secure. Execration, that Lord is going to be marching towards the mid lane. Yeah, they're going to be able to take down Hate, but Hellcurse is going to be able to push over the bottom side.
Someone give Zapnu a medal, please. Can someone, like, one of the... Someone just needs to give this guy the commendation he needs. Absolutely tanking down everyone on top lane while everyone flipped the switch, even turned off the lights literally, so that Execration could go for the Lord. And of course, Chaknu will be able to secure that, but at what cost?
Now, mid lane push. This should have been a good point for Benny Cutie to start pushing it over to the bottom side, but instead he decided to back off. I think he's going to start pushing over the top side. The Lord's not making as much, not covering as much ground as fast as possible. So Execration is kind of playing it safe, walking with the Lord.
The Lord is also... What? What? You see it stop for a moment there? Anyway, they are slowing it down by quite an amount, and the Lord is also a little squishy now for Carl TZ. Like, look at that, he can just go for it and he can just slow it down off the cross. Dark Knight Falls will be activated. Tempest Blades will be going forth as well. Over the Lord they go, stopping that big push on the mid, but can they take another team fight? Execration looks like they want to take more.
Yeah, all the lanes are pushed towards the side of Bren Esports. Execration is now pressuring the top lane to take down this turret and make it that much harder for Bren Esports to come back in this game. Coco trying to zone out the members of Execration here, and they are going to be catching Zapno here over to the bottom lane. Mortality's going to be popped, and I think he is going to go down.
Down, it's going to be a big 4v5. No Dark Knight Falls available yet for Benny Cutie. Can they survive long enough? Lassie with the Fatal Links goes down as well. Oh my god, this could be it. E2 Max cannot survive this at all. Popping Immortality. That's Carl TZ. He is on a solo mission, but on the base of Bren Esports. Oh boy, 3 members are here. No, can he clear the minion wave in time? I think he will. And Bren will be able to clear that jump. No. Defend will be the call here for Bren, and they are able to do it again. Oh
that
my
was
god.
That was close. That was a close call for Bren Esports. Smart call. by Carl T to just go for the Tempest of Blades, not to focus on the heroes of Execration, but to focus on the minion wave. Speaking of minion waves, Alina, Ito Max, I don't think you should be overstaying your welcome here. You will be taken out, despite the attempt of trying to shove out this bottom lane. And it's now down to Zapnu to defend this push from coming in.
Christian's just so scary. Twice in a row, he almost pulled off the complete backdoor against Bren Esports. How scary is Execration despite them a bit, losing momentum in this team, in this fight? Like, what is up with these guys? Right now, though, again, Carl Tizzy is such a beast on to this lane. It's so hard to imagine stopping this guy already. And now it's going to be Bren Esports' turn to see if they can turn the table around Execration.
True downfall here of Execration, if anything, is the fact that they don't have any hard CCs to connect onto Ling. If only they did, it would have been easier for them to shut them down. There goes the main links onto Zapnu, and Zapnu not really the wisest targets there, but Zapnu is going to go down. And they need to find some space to start pushing in. That's how Execration has been slowly winning the game. Even in game number 2, they found some space for them to start pushing in.
Yeah, and although the biggest thing is, of course, the lane here for Bren Esports. Unstoppable at this point. Hate is planning something, I don't know what, but look at your base. Execration, they need to defend this. They will be clearing up the minion waves very quickly. Chakna doing 2 lanes at the same time, clearing it up and fighting off against Bren Esports. He's still alive. Max able to dodge on out there, but the towers, I think, will fall.
Hate should be coming back right now. And this is Bren Esports knocking on the doors of Execration once again. Minions are not available for Bren Esports here, and Taku just needs to make sure that no other minion waves are coming in. Hate and the rest of Execration, they need to stop this push from happening. There goes the Tempest of Blades. Itomax taking down View, but Carl Tizzy dishing out a lot of damage on the Hate. They are focusing on the base here. It's just going to be Carl Tizzy on his own. No goes the Fatal Links, pushing them out of the base, and then it's now down to Carl Tizzy on his own in 1v3. Minion waves have to be focused on here. Carl Tizzy and Rebo, they're doing whatever it takes to try to finish this game, but I don't think it is going to end just now because Carl Tizzy gets shut down by Chaknu.
How good is Execration in scruffling around the base? They will not allow Bren Esports to take it very, very easily. Rebo still alive here for Coco. This duo can still do some pretty good damage here, especially since it is a Carmilla. But now the rest of Execration, they are ready to go for a fight. Benny Cutie and Zapnu chasing off on the Coco. He is not going to be able to do a lot of damage, but he's doing his very best. Hard guard already onto the Carmilla. Will he be able to make it out of here alive? He is life-stealing from multiple targets being absorbed here on this Carmilla, and they're able to walk on out there without a scratch.
Yeah, and that hard guard was a clutch hard guard here in order for Coco to at least survive the 3v1. If Coco got taken out there, what would have happened was Benny Cutie cutting the lanes and eventually pushing in towards the top side and open up the base completely for Bren Esports, which is something that they do not want to happen at all.
This is finals grade. Finals caliber play here, ladies and gents. It's just the first match. It's the first match of the playoffs. So, so far so good here again for Execration. They haven't lost a lot of ground because of that. Even the top lane turret, inhibitor turret here, is still alive here for the blue side. So they're still pretty much in this game, and they just need to focus. They need to make sure they don't get picked off one by one here by Carl Tizzy. They will still have a very, very potent team fight.
Potent team fight is an understatement. Bren Esports really has a very, very good team fight. But the problem here that I see for Bren Esports is that their base is open and they're doing whatever it takes to take down Carl Tizzy. Carl Tizzy almost have a beautiful Fatal Links there, catching 3 members of Execration off guard. Benny Cutie is going to go down, and I don't think this is going to be winnable by Execration. They might just go to the lower bracket here because of that one team fight. It is a 5v2. Death timers are very high.
I don't know, man. Zapnu's still separated from the rest of the team as well. I don't think that did well for this squad. Now, Chaknu buying some time here on that Grok. He still has immortality here, powering up that power of nature, but it's not gonna last long enough. He bought maybe 10 seconds for Execration. Will it be what they need to save their base? I don't think so. Zapdo, he needs to get those minions. He needs to get rid of them. I think he will be able to at least push the mid and the bottom lane. However, the top lane will still be pretty much open with 5 members of Bren still alive.
Yeah, it's going to be Benny Cutie, the last one alive here. The immortality is going to be popped for Zapdo, but he's going to go down. I don't think this is going to be enough, and it is going to be a Bren 2-1. Unless Benny Cutie decides to stop this type of play, not going to be connecting to anybody. Hate's going to be focusing on the minion waves. Gets the Fatal Links connection there, and that is Bren Esports barely surviving that match against Execration, but they bought it back. They're moving on over to the semifinals.
I have to know, barely made it out. So they will secure upper bracket position here, and they